Guys, I'm ready for some dev updates. I'm really missing the good old, what's it called? In my mind, he's called Glenn. He looks like a Glenn. He's always so happy. Like, I feel calm inside when I see him, and I just want to smile when I see him. I don't know what it is. He's kind of weird, but he just makes you smile. Let's see what they have cooked up for us.
Hey everyone, I'm Paul, aka Pebro.
Hello,
And I'm
Paul.
Andre, also known as Meddler.
Today is April 1st, and we're back to talk to you all about some of our plans for Season 2. Now, if you haven't seen the 2 cinematics, you should probably pause now and go watch them, because we will be referring to them a number of times in this video.
I've seen it, thank you.
Okay, if you're still here, let's talk spoilers. Last season, we watched everyone's favorite Noxian frenemies, LeBlanc and Vladimir, plan, plot, and scheme. Now we're headed to Ionia to find the powerful weapon they've been seeking. But we're not just going to Ionia. We're arriving just in time for the bloom of the rare spirit blossom flowers and the Ionian festival that celebrates them.
Where was the fighting, though?
Blossom is one of our favorite thematics, and based on what we've heard from you over the years, it's one of yours too.
That's
also
true.
importantly though, it's a canon event in Runeterra, meaning that the festival takes place in Ionia with each bloom.
Okay.
Now with each season, we set out to create distinct thematic experiences that touch almost every aspect of League, from gameplay to skins, a new champion, to a metagame, for example.
So for Season 2 of 2025, we'll be
Audio broken on YouTube stream? Man. I fixed it.
continuing to
They haven't
refine
said
our
anything
approach
important
with
yet.
many
It's
of
fine.
these things and a few other surprises further out.
We do want to save bigger, more disruptive Summoner's Rift gameplay changes for the start of each year, and then tune and iterate on those changes throughout the year so that we're providing a more stable and competitive experience. That means for Season 2 this time, for example, we're putting our focus a bit elsewhere, a lot of it on game modes this time. We do, though, have some meaningful Summoner's Rift changes coming this
Arena?
season still, and we're going to hand over to Riot Froxon now. We'll walk you through those next.
Okay.
Hey everyone, today I want to talk a bit about the Summoner's Rift gameplay changes that are coming at the start of Season 2. We've heard your concerns about objective overload, so we have some changes that should help find a healthy balance, in addition to a few other adjustments we have coming for Spirit Blossom. First up, Articon. In Season 1, we made changes to Articon's 2 forms, so you would see Voracious less often than Ruinous. And while we saw a good initial reaction to this change, we still saw some frustration around how often Voracious Articon spawns in pro games, and how game warping his buff is.
Yeah,
So in
programs are a
Season
problem.
2, we're getting rid of Voracious Articon, and he'll have only one form, Thornbound. While he won't look different from Ruinous Articon, he will have adjusted rewards. In addition to the Bloody Roses, the team who kills Articon receives all unclaimed roses on the map, and all of their Bloody Petals are purified into Spirit Petals, which grant 25% increased effect. Additionally, the team will also get a spiritual purification buff for the rest of the game that slows and damages nearby enemies and champion kill,
What?
which we think will be a more satisfying effect. Outside of
Sounds so
Articon, we
freaking
also have
broken.
some adjustments for the Void objectives based on feedback we've seen around objectives driving game pacing, especially before the 20-minute mark. First, we're changing Void Grubs to spawn a single time, which will be a bit later in the game. This should allow everyone to focus more on laning and ganking, rather than prioritizing early objectives. We're also moving the Rift Herald's spawn time up to 15 minutes, and making it generally harder to avoid her damage. Another place we've seen a lot of
Up to
feedback
15
on is the bounty system.
minutes.
One of the main issues is that it sometimes
16,
feels like you have a
whatever.
bounty when your team is behind. So we're making the objective bounty system more accurate, which should help bounties feel like they're only on when your team has a lead. Outside of objectives and bounties, we're making a small change to the jungle and support roles.
Okay.
In Champion Select, only junglers will have access to Smite, and it'll be automatically assigned.
Yes.
Additionally, supports will automatically be given World Atlas at load-in. Our goal is to try and reduce certain types of trolling. And
Yes.
my team doesn't have Smite lol lock-in failures. We're adding the ability to swap roles in Champ Select, so you can still ask nicely to trade.
Beautiful.
And if you're an unsealed spellbook bard enjoyer, don't worry, you'll still be able to get Smite in game. We believe the ability to do this will discourage the pro play lane swap problem we saw in Season 1,
Yeah.
without
There's
directly
also a
impacting the
French
rest of
guy
us
on the
normies.
EOS.
Finally, we're replacing Gray Screen with a new Spectator UI, and adding killstreak sound effects that will play for your ears only when you participate in takedowns. We have a
Damn.
dev blog out
Okay.
now that goes into more detail
I like
about
that.
the gameplay changes that you'll see when you load into the Rift at the start of Season 2.
I like
so be
that.
sure to check it out.
Hey everyone, I'm just a capybara, a director of product management. You can call me Drew. League is at its best when you're surrounded by people who are positive and play their best. But when you have someone inting, griefing,
What's
or
that
running
like?
your town for fun, It just sucks.
Yes.
So we're rolling out some updated systems that will better detect and punish people who want to ruin your games.
Starting next patch, we'll have improvements to our griefing detection systems that automatically identify and punish players for soft inting and trolling teammates.
Thank you.
Because
If this
some people
works,
just want to ruin games, we
That would be
aren't
amazing.
going to share exactly what the system looks for. But it's built to detect things like running around and not contributing to avoid AFK detection, for example.
Thank you.
Additionally, moving forward,
Finally.
when you receive report feedback, it will include the name of the offender, similar to how the cheating feedback notifications currently work.
We know that this is an area that we really have to get right. We've been doing some
absolute Riot W. Finally, they're focusing on it. Big W, right? Big W. I think this is probably not going to be perfect. Nothing is. But I'm sick of having Inters in my team and like see them play 40 more games the same week.
tests for the last few patches to make sure our number of false positives is low, and we're confident that we should see very few. We'll also continue to refine this updated system over time, and we'll talk about it again in another dev update.
I'm just happy they have focus
Further
on
out,
it.
there's more work we'd like to do around smurfing and boosting in particular. That's something that we hope TrueScale 2 can help address, which, as a reminder, is a new matchmaking system that we've been trialing in some regions and modes.
Yeah.
We also want to share some numbers from the Vanguard LP refunds that we added in patch 25.6.
They're
As of
absolutely
filming,
fake, though.
we've refunded over 700,000 LP to over 30,000 unique players who had a cheater in their ranked game.
And since then, around 24,000 cheaters have been successfully
Eliminated. That's a lot.
Why? They didn't have to do that. But like the refund, unless this, I need to know if this affects MMR, because if it doesn't matter. Then it's just like giving you full sense of, I don't know. They're just giving you something. Okay, here we go. Feel better, but it actually doesn't change your LP. The MMR is the only thing that matters in League if you play enough games. So yes, it feels a little bit good, but like overall, if you know about how MMR works, it doesn't matter. So I hope it affects MMR. I don't think it does, but I'm not gonna say it does or doesn't. I don't know 100% about this cheating refund thingy. But if it doesn't, you're just gonna lose slightly more LP, gain a little bit less over time. So yeah, it doesn't
Aside
matter.
from punishing players who waste your time by ruining games, we also want to take some time to thank all of you who bring positivity to League. Whether it's through helpful and friendly comms, grouping for objectives, or just
Yes.
fist bumping each other after a great play.
Big.
We're also seeing a lot of feedback on the recent changes to the honor system that we're working on. We'll be back later when we have some changes to share here.
We have a lot more details on these changes and some updates on changes we've made over the last few patches in a blog that's out now. So go check it out if you'd like to learn more.
All right, we want to talk a bit
Very
about
good,
modes
very
and
good.
metagames. Like we've said
Happy
before,
about their
we think
focus
it's
on.
important to consistently have ways to play League outside of standard Summoner's Rift. So
Arena.
we'll be releasing a new game mode called Brawl.
Brawl is a 5v5 mode where you
Ooh.
choose your champion, and it's played on a new map set in the whimsical Bandle City. And your objective is simple: push your minions into the enemy's base to win, and get rid of anyone who tries to stop you.
No towers, no major objectives, and nothing but your base's health bar to defend. Brawl is intended to be a fun, action-packed mode for players who want a lower-stakes game or are looking to get their friends into League without having to deal with all the complexity of SR.
Now, games of Brawl have been balanced with snowball mechanics, so
Sounds
while you
pretty
might be
fun,
down
though,
at some
not gonna
points,
lie.
you're never truly out.
ARAM, but not
Making
ARAM
perfect
kinda,
for
yeah.
playing with friends of drastically different skill levels.
Whether you're just
me
looking for a
3v3.
fun time trying to play with friends or just want non-stop action, we hope you'll give Brawl a try when it goes live in patch 25.10. We can't wait to see what you think.
Now, if you want to learn more about Brawl,
Like
check out the...
this is giving me slightly Dominion vibes, and I like it. But it's kind of ARAM 2.0 mixed with Dominion, no? Huh? I'm gonna be hopeful. This
Div blog
kind
is out
of
now.
looks fun.
Separately, though, we also want to take a moment to talk about metagames. We're coming off of the Demon's Hand, and we love seeing all the combos you pulled off. And that's also teaching us a lot about what has and hasn't worked with metagames that we're going to incorporate in future ones.
We will have another metagame coming out in Act 2 of the coming season. As with previous metagames, we're going to keep trying something a bit different each time. All right, we'll hand things over to the Skins team to talk about what they have planned for Season 2.
Hey everyone, I'm Steph, aka 100 Piece Nuggets.
And I'm Tom, or Riot Hylia. Today, we're here to dive into Spirit Blossom
Yeah, they're ready
and talk
for
about some
Ionia.
updates to skins in general.
So there's a lot to discuss, but first and foremost, Spirit Blossom's back, yay! We know you have a lot of fond memories of getting crushed by Cassiopeia and
No.
playing tricks with Timo.
No.
And the contrasting duality of the spirit realm just makes for really, really elegant, stunning skins.
Yeah, and this time around, we're actually expanding on Spirit Blossom with even more champions stepping into Ionian folklore. These skins are now a manifestation of the myths told during the festival, like Ashe is the Wandering Queen who guides souls to the spirit realm.
Or Aurelia, who is Ashe's ready hand, whose unwavering loyalty led to heartbreak and calamity.
She has so many hands.
No, right? She's got more than she knows what to do with. We've also got Bard,
Oh.
Varys, and my personal favorite, Zyra, as well as Ivern and Prestige Spirit Blossom Lux,
Nah.
who will be earnable on the Act 1 paid pass.
Guys, what did I say like 30 minutes ago? What if we put some money into voice chat instead of making another Lux skin? Why do you know it's the 30th Lux skin? Here we go. Here we go. We're freaking giving another Ivern skin. I love it. FF.
Outside of Spirit Blossom, when we were looking at skins for Season 2 overall, we took a lot of learnings from Season 1. We want to do a better job at offering a wider variety of skins that are focused on our champion-first philosophy. So in Season 2, we're introducing something we're calling variety skins. Standalone, one-off skins that are either from existing thematics or totally new ones tailor-made for that champion.
I like that.
The first
I
one will
think.
be Pool Party Twitch, which will be earnable on the Act 1 paid pass. And while I'm sure
Wait,
some of you
paid
are
pass?
thinking, you know, what about Twitch Screams Pool Party? I mean, look at him. He's a little
No, man.
rat and he's got a squirt gun. He would totally cause chaos at the family barbecue.
And we gave him a little Hawaiian shirt.
No, he's so precious. He's a little baby.
He's a baby. So anyways, variety skins will give us more room to just focus on making cool skins for individual champions without needing to build them into an entire grouping of thematic skins.
We're also looking at ways to bundle variety skins together into a looser thematic of sorts, like the recent April Fool's skins. You know, they all have the same core vibe. They're silly, they're goofy, they're fun, but realistically, they could each belong to an individual skin line, like Pool Party or Cats vs. Dogs.
We believe that this is a better balance of skins throughout the
Hang
Spirit
on, Garen,
Blossom
was pretty
season than we were able to
cool.
land with Season 1. So let us know what you think. We want to hear your thoughts on how this lands during Season 2. And finally, it's list time.
List time, yes.
Where's this time?
So the next Exalted skin this season will be Morgana.
FF.
And then for Prestige skins, we'll have Zed on the pass and Aphelios in the Mythic shop during Act 2.
That about wraps things up for us.
I want the Zed skin, but why do I have to get the pass? That's the only one I need pass for. Are you kidding me? The other one I can earn, and the other one I get for free. And I'm stuck with the Aphelios and Morgana.
As always, we would
FF?
love to hear what you think.
Thanks for watching, and we'll be back soon.
Okay, that just about wraps things up for today. In case you missed it, Swift Play is now out globally, so be sure to jump in and play a few matches if you haven't already had the chance.
And while you may have recognized quite a few familiar faces in yesterday's cinematic, there is one who may look new. Yanara
Yes.
is our new champion who will be coming out in Act 2. We don't want to spoil more, but we'll be back before then to share more about her and her connection to the Spirit Blossoms.
She sounds like
And
she
then
jumps a
finally,
lot.
we
I
wanted
don't
to
like
share
it.
that in May, we'll be celebrating another pro who has made his mark on League. This player will join the Hall of Legends. He's inspired the next generation of upcoming players, and we can't wait to give him the recognition he deserves.
As
Bubble
always,
lift.
Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to check out the dev blogs, and we'll see you on the Rift.
Until next time. See ya.
Overall, Bowsy. Imagine Bounce on the freaking... no way. That would actually be hilarious. Please, let it be double lift. Björgman, I would be okay with that too. Double lift is the reason I've kept playing League, actually, though, in the beginning. But, yeah. It looks like it's going to be a lot of cute skins. I actually like the Spirit Blossom skin line, though. It's actually really cool. But it's like so pretty, it's fine. I would like some badass skins. But overall, I kind of like the changes. I like it seems like the new game mode might be cool. I hope they keep Arena. If not, I'm going to lose it, by the way. I like that they're focusing on soft hinting, AFKing, and the people just running around to juke the system. It's really annoying that people don't get banned for this kind of stuff. They only get banned if they type bad words, which you can mute. So it pretty much has zero impact in the game. So I like that they're focusing on this. I'm looking forward to how the Ionia map is going to look. It's probably going to be quite cool. I hope so. I don't know if we'll see the changes happen or not. This is true though. Like with the AFK stuff, if they feel confident, I'm glad I'm focusing on it, because like if they say they focus on it now and we see no improvements, we can call them on it and they're forced to make action because they're like committed to doing that better. So they have some focus on it, and now we can actually like, because if Riot is completely ignoring it and we're speaking up about it, they're not going to care. But now they have like said something about it. So I think it's easier to just like, if the new changes doesn't work, they're forced to make other changes. I think that's good. But yeah, the new freaking Akathon looks freaking disgusting, you know? One grubs, I think it's fine. I didn't really mind the overload with objectives. I really liked playing for objectives because I felt like this season, especially more than season 14, people actually tried to play somewhat together and play for objectives. Especially with the feature strength. This might remain still because of feature strength, but yeah. I don't know, we'll see. I'm excited. It sounded like decent changes. Riot. I've heard way worse dev updates, so I kind of like this. Brawl seems kind of cool. Okay, I'll take it right. I'm still skeptical a little bit, but I'm gonna be hopeful as well.